what is happening right now? I don't need to know this information. And it's like one of those pieces of information that like you shouldn't know either, honestly. That's a very weird thing to say. Hey guys, let's not do the thing where we're all flexing our knowledge of age of consent laws, please. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're going to put an end to this conversation. Okay, we should definitely stop talking about this conversation, except for one reason and one reason only. And that is, I saw, what was that big fat guy who was like talking about, like, we are not going to abolish child marriage. Why the fuck would we? Or some shit. What was that? That was like popping on Twitter the other day. I remember seeing it. Republicans, once again, baby, doing the dang thing. Why do you have a chat of French philosophers? Yeah. They're ripe and fertile. Yeah, that's right. Children are ripest and most fertile at the age of 14. Someone has to have the article. Oh, is this the one? No, this isn't the one. This isn't the one. This is yet another one, but it's not the one that I'm thinking of. Oklahoma House rejects bill to restrict marriage involving minors. New Hampshire poll who called teens ripe won't apologize to his haters. New Hampshire Rep. Jess Edwards. Okay, remember, New Hampshire, most libertarian goddamn state in America. It is also known as the Arizona of the North. Okay, is for good goddamn reason. This is from a couple days ago. Okay, May 8th. New Hampshire Representative Jess Edwards stirred outrage with his explanation for why he opposes raising the marriage age to 18. There was another one. Last ditch push to ban child marriage in Missouri must overcome resistance in the House. Here. Regarding child marriage, Representative Dean Van Schielak of Missouri adds, why is the government getting involved in people's lives like this? He wasn't talking about, trust me, this man right here, this big old boy, god damn, that's the strongest goddamn belt you've ever done seen, okay? That shit's holding on for dear life. Whoo-wee, that's a big boy. Holy moly. You think he was talking about abortion? Fuck no. Built like a goddamn red heifer over here, okay? Yee. It's on the going 16 to 18, Murphy, who supports the bill, said of the opposition. There's just not enough members in that committee that don't think that's a good idea. One of those lawmakers is Representative Dean Van Schrapp, a Savannah Republican and vice chair of the committee. Van Schrapp said in an interview that he knows people who got married as minors, including a woman at roughly age 17. You know that woman was actually 14 and not a woman at all, but a little girl. Roughly doing the fucking workload of 1,000 over here in this sentence. Roughly. The couple, he said, is still madly in love with each other. Why is the government getting involved in people's lives like this? Van Schwack said. What purpose do we have in deciding that a couple who are 16 or 17 years old, their parents say, you guys love each other. Go ahead and get married. You have my permission. Why would we stop that? Went looking for a pic of this guy and wasn't disappointed. Oh my God. Oh my stars and garters. That is a big boy. I love him. I love his body. I love him. His body is tea, dude. He's so sick. There's still no minimum age for child marriage in California. Hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Greatest state in the fucking nation, California, baby. And we should keep it that way. If you were to look at like child marriages in California in comparison to any red state, I'm sure that like red state's fucking clear by a wide margin, but I doubt that the California state would launch a strong opposition against raising the age of child marriages. Anyway, that man is not pro-life because he believes in the sanctity of life, but because his heart believes he knows a pregnant woman's plight. Oh, God. Okay, let's get back to fucking you right now. Oh, it's true, dude. It's true. That is how I feel about him. He's so beautiful. I am in awe. I am in awe of the way he looks. Like, I'm not fat shaming him. Don't get mad at me. Unchained at last found that the 10 states with the highest rate of child marriage per capita between 2000 and 2018 were number 1, Nevada, number 2, Idaho, number 3, Arkansas, number 4, Kentucky, number 5, Oklahoma, number 6, Wyoming, number 7, Utah, number 8, Alabama, number 9, West Virginia, and number 10, Mississippi. This is one of the only goddamn places where, thank God for Mississippi, don't exist. Yeah, I'm not fat shaming him. I'm actually fat praising him. Thank you. In Texas from 2000 to 2014, almost 40,000 children were married. In Florida, 16,400 children, some as young as 13, were married from 2000 to 2017, which is the second highest incident of child marriage after Texas. In Virginia, between 2004 and 2013, nearly 4,500 children were married, according to the Tahiri Justice Center. And God damn it, if I'm not going to fucking keep advocating for the American right for a child to marry a goddamn adult, okay? You understand me? If a child, of course, seeks out an abortion, that child should be murdered on the spot. I am pro-life after all. Oh, God, that is like unironically the argument. That is the argument. That is actually the argument that these fucking freaks make. You can consent to having sexual relations with me, a 45-year-old adult, as a teenager, but God forbid you consent to a medical intervention in that process. How else am I going to have more new wives? If you go out there, victim of teenage pregnancy, to give birth to another child, who else am I going to marry? You understand me? This is why we must make sure that nobody gets to have an abortion. That way I get to marry more little girls. New Hampshire poll, who called teens right won't apologize to his haters. This is what I mean when I say, like, Republicans literally are just going above and beyond with like being evil. Like they are evil maxing. They're pedo maxing, they're evil maxing. I don't know how else to report on this issue. Like, who the fuck is like, that's right. As a New Hampshire lawmaker, I will not apologize to my haters because they keep hating on the fact that I keep saying teenagers are ripe and fertile. Like, bro, it's good that they hate you for that, actually. Representative Jess Edwards sparked national outcry when he opposed a bill that would raise the age of marriage from 16 to 18, saying on the House floor that outlawing marriage for people of a ripe, fertile age would result in more abortions. In an interview with the Daily Beast on Tuesday night, Edwards said using the word ripe was a mistake, but that he did not deserve the hundreds of emails he received calling him a pedophile and worse. I'm the real victim here, folks. Also, wait, so this implies that the usage of the term fertile was valid. Like, he's not even mentioning that. He's saying ripe was the mistake. Fertile, on the other hand, is correct. I misspoke. It was an inappropriate word, he said. But because I have this avalanche of hate, I really don't want to apologize in the face of that. Because I don't want to encourage this behavior for the next guy who says the wrong word. By giving in to all of the mob, I don't want to feed the beast. I don't care to apologize to the haters. Also, what's worse than being called a pedophile? He's like, they called me way more mean words than a pedophile. A Democrat. Oh, okay. They called me woke. I don't stand for that kind of nonsense. Oh, yeah. By giving in to all the mob, I don't want to feed the beast. Edwards, a Republican. Oh, no, they called him the C word. Now, that's fucked up. Let me tell you, that is fucked up. They called him the C word. They called him a cracker. Some things you can't fucking come back from. Some things you can't fucking come back from, folks. As you guys know, listen. They better not have said such horrifying slurs. As you guys know, I don't stand for anti-white slurs. All the other slurs are fine, just not the anti-white ones, which are worse than the N-word, which is something I like to say all the goddamn time. Why can't I say it? Black people say it all the time. You know what black people shouldn't be able to say, though? Cracker. No one talks about the 850,000 Jews that got expelled from their homes in countries on the opposite side of the 1948 war. It's the same as the Nakba Lamau. Peace out. Yeah, dude. Attributing the crimes of all of the individual pan-Arabic nationalist countries in their own very different circumstances as far as like its mistreatment of Jews is and attributing all of those crimes to the Palestinian population is pretty wild. pretty fucking wild and very stupid. Love that he said peace out, though. All right. Edwards, a Republican who's in the midst of his fourth term, added that he apologized for those present at a town GOP meeting Tuesday for creating such a stir. They all just basically vocally thanked me for 8 years of service and my leadership in the state and the things I've accomplished. Child marriage bill passed the House last week despite Edwards' protestations. And now goes to Governor Chris Sununu for his signature. Chris Sununu, you are the last bastion here, sir. You better veto this bill. Anyway, more pedocon theory. More pedocon theory. Very cool stuff.